Now there is a hi-fi setup happening today. A few changes, a few rearranges. So let's start having fun. So, if you have not checked out the last few videos of this hi-fi series, well, it's sort of a series, I guess I can call it that, then you better subscribe and check those out because I go into a lot of detail about each of these. The Marantz, or Senior Smiley, the Marantz amplifier I do some maintenance on. The Onkyo 3-head direct drive cassette deck, I do some maintenance on that also, as well as the Technics Minidisc deck. Now this Technics, we're gonna have to say goodbye because I mean, not a permanent goodbye, you know, it's not completely disappearing, but you know, it's not gonna be in my system anymore. It's gonna be replaced by the gorgeous TASCAM MD-CD1, which you know, CD and Minidisc, and amazing. If you haven't checked that out, the video for that, I highly recommend that because I go into a lot of detail and have a lot of fun with this dude. Now, those of you who know my retro alcove, well, you will notice that there's the hi-fi stuff missing down there, of course. For those of you who do not know my retro alcove, welcome to my retro alcove. Though do excuse the stuff here and here because, you know, of course I'm moving stuff around because I'm gonna set up my hi-fi equipment, so everything is kind of everywhere and wires and cables and stuff. So I've just finished putting all these here, heavy things, actually. You will also notice that, you know, the actual shelves themselves, well, the desks or whatever, they're illuminated. Now I actually had lots of these LED strips left over from a past project, which, you know, I've just discarded now because I got something better. And I put them together in a row, as you can see, just like this. And also I put two underneath the tiles, so you know, it's above the glass, you know, so I don't need to stick them up. Those were a bit of a pain to stick on because, you know, the heat caused the adhesive to, you know, come off. Now, as you can see here, eventually I had to stick them on with Milliput because it was just no other way they would stick on. But they are working, it's working out very well. And as you can see here, so I squeezed them in between the glass and the tile. So it kind of just like works out very well there. It illuminates the hi-fi system, which was, you know, I always felt dark before. Alright, so let's begin with the wiring. Where to begin? Just to mention, I've got more than one recording device, and but only one input and output for a single recording device. So I've got switch boxes here. This switch box I've already labeled here. It's for the record, so you can select which it's recording to. And the other switch box, which I got, I've you know, labeled it to play, you know, which it's gonna play. So if you're gonna record onto the reel, just select the reel to reel, and you know, you can record and play. And then the same with the Onkyo, same with the Minidisc, and there's one spare here, which, yeah. Okay, so let's start with the Onkyo here, and the line out, which is the play. So this goes to the line in here. Yes, it's quite, but we're not gonna put it through there, we're gonna put it through here. So check if the, no, that's the record. 3. By the way, do check out the, there's more detail on all this in the previous hi-fi setup which I did. That's linked in the description below or in the letter I here. So yeah, do check that out. I've not re-explained the setup because the setup structure is kind of similar as to last time, and I've been happy with it so far, so I haven't changed much on it. So yeah, it's more or less the same. Now we notice one thing which I do, I always put the better leads on the record, you know, so it these records better. Like the line in of the record of the Onkyo, so it's going in here. I've shifted these over here because we're going to have to do exactly the same with the Tascam. Tascam, with the Tascam one. That excites me, that Minidisc recorder. So again, the output, which is the combination, both the CD and the Minidisc combined, are both gonna go, no, in the record, in the play. Which one was it? It was third one. Hey, wait. I put the OnCue in the freaking third one, haven't I? Sorry, my mistake. OnCue goes in the second one. Output going into the play. This is the play, isn't it? Yes, it is. The blue one's the play. The red one is record. Now, get a nice lead, the nicer lead. The priority on the quality leads is on the record side, not the play side. So let me put this here. So it's coming out of this box, going into the deck. So the reel-to-reel is number 1 on the box, switch box. So we connect it to here. And we've done with the recording devices here. From the record box, the output here, the output port, there. The best lead I've got. These really oxygen, they're my brother's old ones. So it's left and right. So the record switch box is going into the amplifier. No, wait, no, it's not. Out should be the freaking record. Sorry. It's confusing. It's like freaking MIDI. In, out, out, in. So the out, so it's coming out of here and then going in here. And this is going to all the inputs of the recording devices. Yes, now I got it. Right. Sorry for the confusion. The playbacks come out of here and go into the in. Yep, good. So that's all the recording stuff sorted now. And also not forget the optical, because I have it connected to my computer sound card. There is a Toslink cable here. Right, so these are coming directly from the Focusrite 2i2, so the computer, and this is going to go to the aux. So the computer goes in the aux port. The tuner, that's I'm gonna get from the Soundcraft mixing console. That's gonna go into the tuner. Okay, so the last time the hi-fi stack was there and the turntable was here, right? I want to do the other way around. I want the turntable there and the hi-fi stack here because it's just easier to reach, and you know, it's just better overall. Okay, so speaker system A. This is left of the speaker system A. By the way, a lot of people kept telling me after watching my previous hi-fi setups, people kept advising me to, like, you know, solder these so that, you know, the stay thingy. Actually, it's not a good idea to solder them because it'll end up with one solid block which is not flexible whatsoever. And you know, when it clamps, when this this plug here clamps on them, it's not going to make the best of connections. You know, it's going to miss a lot. And whereas this is flexible, it can just pinch it and make a good connection. So yeah, it's not really a good idea to. I got them in. You know, the trick is just to, like, you know, strip fresh wire here and then just like twist it a bit, just to make sure it's all in. So yeah. Here we go. So that's in here comfortably. The other speaker system is not long enough for the right speaker for speaker system A or 1. So I'm just gonna, you know, leave that out and then just connect it in once I've turned this around. Then it'll be fine. So from speaker system B, that's left connected, which is this one here. And I'm connecting the right. And still short, but it's okay, I can read it. I can be very careful to kind of not poke myself, because that is highly unpleasant. Okay, so the writing on the cable, on the wire. I keep using the terminology a little wrong. Cable are these. This is a cable, this is a wire. You know, so I keep interchanging them. So yeah, it's just a bad habit. Okay, that's done. We just feed this from the top here, and then the other one just wire it when I've turned it around. And that's that done. The only thing is the tuner, which, you know, it won't reach from here, and the phono again won't reach, so I'll, you know, turn it around and do it that way. Okay, so let's turn these around this way. It's gonna have to come up from the other side, those two boxes. Oh, awkward, but it's okay. I'm laughing because of something I'll tell you later. It's about the So why I was giggling to myself before is because this big beefy thing here is the Technics 1210 turntable, and I always used to help my brother, you know, set it up back in the day when he had DJ gigs and so forth, right? My friend Scott, he uses the same decks. Here's the mains lead here. Then you have the RCA connections here. But then you have this thin ground wire, which you have to connect or else it'll just buzz. And just recently, I was talking to Scott because he's upgrading his DJ system. He said, I'm gonna do a mod for this so that I don't need this pube. It freaking floored me when he said that, because everyone finds this freaking thing annoying. My friends on Discord, he's like cracking up as well. Because this thing has always annoyed the freak out of me. I was just like, what's the need for this when you have a ground here? So I clearly it annoys him too. Okay, let's click the mains cables in because I don't like the idea of them flying around. Make sure they're not tangled with the audio wire. So now I can connect the Soundcraft mixer, and now that the lead reaches from the back here. So now it's time for the Technics deck to come in. The stick's heavy. It's like freaking solid. Because last time I had something underneath it and, you know, it just didn't open properly, so I omitted this thing here. But it's needed because it gets dusty. Really freaking dusty. So the hi-fi system is set up and all complete. Also, I wish to show you this record which I bought recently, and I really like it because it just looks like a giant floppy disk. I think it's quite clever. I like that. And little details like this part here is the actual record itself. I think it's absolutely fantastic, guys. There you go. Unfortunately, it is copyrighted, so I cannot play too much of it. It's like a few seconds only. But it's basically crackthrow music, which I thought, you know, I mean, I got this from Bandcamp, and I thought, you know, why not get this now that it's limited edition, and there's not that many of them left. Freaking static. Stuck to this. For freak's sake. It's not good, this much static. I have to show this one because it's my favorite iLED tune. I absolutely love this. And it's the Elemental Force remix. I mean, I'm into a lot of different styles of music. It just, you know, it really depends on my mood and how I'm feeling. It purely depends on this, you know. So I listen to music in like about 3-4 languages as well. So, you know, it's just I'm open to it. Now to test the CD player, let's try this CD which Inverseface sent me. Thanks so much again, Inverseface. He's done these chiptunes. I will link in the description below his website. I love, once again, I love the artwork and how it is on the CD. Let's see if you recognize this one. And I believe it's done with Pokey. One of my favorite 80s strokes. Now let's move on to testing the other stuff, shall we? So it's on Minidisc. Tape. I absolutely love Elisa's music. I always have done for years. Now, of course, many of you are going to recognize this cassette here. Those of you who have gone into my other SoundCloud account, the one which I put up recently, which I've decided to upload my cassettes to. Actually, it's full. You know, the free account only allows 3 hours. So that's kind of like 2 cassettes. I'm thinking of considering Mixcloud, because, you know, it's free and limited. Of course, I'm still going to keep my SoundCloud one, but I might just like make an extra Mixcloud. Here we go. that's all it is for today. Thanks so much for your likes, your shares. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos and do subscribe for more. Also, a big thank you to my patrons. And also there is a huge project coming up, so do hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, or else you won't get notified. For now, I will say adios.